Hey YouTube, so I wanted to check in and do an update about our cycle day 17 follicle check that we had this afternoon. And if you hadn't watched the video that we did on cycle day 15, which was on Tuesday, then I'll just give you a really quick update. As basically, we went in on Saturday, which was cycle day 10. No, it was actually cycle day 12. We went in for cycle day 12 and we did a follicle check. We had 5 follicles at that time, and none of them were mature. So they told us to come back in 3 days, which was Tuesday, and they wanted to recheck the follicles so that they could determine when to do the trigger shot. On Tuesday, we went in and they found that we have 6 follicles, one of which is really small. The other 5 are pretty decent sized follicles. Um, the ultrasound tech at that time said that she did not feel comfortable triggering me with that many follicles, which we said, okay, fine. What are our other options other than just canceling the cycle? We were told that we could come back today, which was cycle day 17, and be rescanned, and that's what we did. Well, we got the same ultrasound technician, which I was not thrilled about because I feel like regardless of how we would have, regardless of anything that was going on in my ovaries, the ultrasound technician already had it in her mind that the cycle wasn't going to happen. And I really feel like she felt like we were just really kind of wasting our time. And you could really feel that vibe. And she's the only person at the entire RE's office that has just really rubbed me the wrong way. But she definitely has. Um, After we did the ultrasound, she had a nurse practitioner come in and talk to us and basically tell us that our cycle had been canceled. I'm not sure where our RE was today. Um, Granted, I'm a little pissed off at the RE's office just in general because she told me on Tuesday that this was something that could happen with polycystic ovarian syndrome and the Clomid, which was something that was never told to me from the beginning because we would have taken more of a precaution before we ever took it. Also, on Saturday, they could have told us that, oh, well, you have 5 follicles and there's a chance that this cycle might not happen, not come back 3 more times to have your follicles checked, and then we're just going to cancel your cycle. Maybe it's just a case of shoot the messenger, and I'm just mad because we can't go forward in the cycle like we want to. But I'm really mad at the RE's office right now. I'm mad at my body, so I'm mad at a lot of people. So essentially, our cycle has been canceled. And the reason why I say essentially is because my partner and I are still in talks as to what we want to do for this cycle. Um, the main reason why the RE's office does not want to do it is because of my age and because of the amount of follicles that I have that are at a decent size. So they feel that at least 2 are going to be fertilized, and they don't want to be like John and Kate plus 8. A really quick side note, for those of you who don't know and just kind of rely on the media, and this is why I try to not solely believe everything that the media puts out. So all of us were led to believe, obviously from media reports and other things, that John and Kate plus 8 used artificial insemination and it was pushed to make it look like it was IVF. Well, actually, they had an IUI. So they were on medication, probably Clomid or something else to help her produce more follicles, and she did have an IUI. So that is a little bit scary, just a little bit. Um, and it's something to think about. However, at the end of the day, this is my partner and I's life, and there's a very good chance from some of the other moms that I've talked to on my message boards, and even on the ones that aren't queer message boards, where moms have had 7 or 9 follicles and they've inseminated and none of the eggs have fertilized. There's also a chance that 1 egg could fertilize. There's a chance that 1 could fertilize and split into 2, or 2 eggs could be fertilized. We need to make a decision as to what is best for us, what we can afford financially, what we can afford emotionally, and what we can afford physically. And so, as far as the RE's office, our cycle is canceled. As far as us, we're going to consult with our closest family and friends as to what their opinions are and really kind of make a decision that's best for us. that know that that's super controversial for some people, and they don't necessarily agree with playing with science. But my thought logic behind it all is that at the beginning of the cycle, if I wouldn't have pushed for the ultrasounds, if I wouldn't have pushed for the trigger, we would have been inseminating anyway. The Ari's office initially just said, here's the Clomid, go when you get your surge, inseminate. If you don't get pregnant, come back, and then we'll do the Clomid, the ultrasounds, and the trigger shot. So if it wasn't for me pushing, we would be inseminating regardless of the fact if I would have known that there are 6 follicles. There would have been 6 follicles there, whether I monitored or whether I didn't monitor. So we just have to come to that decision as a couple and decide what's going to be best for us. And we just hope that those of you who have been supporting us and all of our family and friends, we hope that everyone will continue to support us. But for those of you who don't, we understand it's something that's controversial and it's something that doesn't sit well with a lot of people. But at the end of the day, this is our life, and whatever decision we make is just gonna basically be ours to live with. So in the next couple of days, I'll do an update and let you guys know what we decide. We're still waiting on an LH surge right now anyway, and if we don't get one before Sunday, the universe will work it all out because I leave for a conference in New York. I'll be in New York for a week, and so if we don't get an LH surge before Sunday and be able to inseminate, then it just won't happen this cycle anyway. So um, that's really it for TTC. This has completely wiped me out. I'm just kind of all over the place this week. So hopefully we will have a plan, and next week we'll kind of, or the week after next, we'll be back to some kind of a normalcy in our life. But thanks so much, everyone, for all of your kind words and encouragement. And I really thank you guys for all of your love and support throughout this journey. And I will check in with you guys. Probably not next week since I'll be really busy at my conference, but as soon as I get back, then I will check in with you guys. And if we have any updates before then, I'll check in as well. So thanks so much. Many blessings. Good night.